Yeah, hello guys. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing all right. So, just a quick one before I go out. I'm in the Philippines right now. I'm in Manila. I'm in a place in Manila called Makati. So, as you can see, I am in my hotel room right now. So, in Makati, most foreigners, they enjoy staying in Makati because Makati is more developed. Makati is where you have a lot of high rises. You understand, they have a lot of high rises here in Makati. And, it gives, Makati is a place that gives you the kind of comfort you are used to, especially if you live in the West. So Makati can actually give you that, the clubs, the restaurants are all at a walking distance. So that is why most foreigners, enjoy staying here. The nightlife, population, this is where it is, this is where it's happening. So anyone that wants to come to Manila, I really recommend them to stay in Makati. They are going to enjoy it. This my room right now that I'm staying. I paid $30 for this room per night. I think $33 with $35 with breakfast. That is to tell you how cheap the Philippines is. This my room, you can never get a room like this for 100 euros, not even 130 euros in the West. So, but this is like the business capital of Manila. That is where I'm staying, Makati, where they have a lot of high rises, extremely beautiful. You understand? You will feel like you are in the West. So I will encourage everyone that wants to come to Manila. They should stay here. They are not going to regret it. The rooms are like 30 $35 per night with breakfast included. Okay, let's get that off the way. So what I want to talk about, right now is this. There are a lot of people that wants to come to Philippines, to find love. I know that is what a lot of men are interested. There are a lot of men are interested in. If you want to come to the Philippines to find love, I'm going to tell you, you are going to get it. You will find love when you come to the Philippines. Because finding a great partner here in the Philippines is easy. The difficult thing in the Philippines is staying single. Is extremely is extremely difficult to be single in the Philippines. There are a lot of women. There are a lot of beautiful women here in the Philippines. A lot of beautiful women here in the Philippines. So, if you are a man, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be in your 50s, you can be 60s, 70s, 80s. It doesn't matter. When you come to the Philippines, I guarantee you, you are going to find love. I guarantee you, you are going to find love here in the Philippines because they are, they are really, really nice people. The Filipinos are really, really nice people, and I am encouraging anyone that lives in the West that has really, really worked hard for himself and is finding it difficult to find love in your country of origin. It doesn't matter if you are from the West, if you are from Africa, it doesn't matter. If you are a man that has worked really, really hard, you know, and has been single for a very long time, and has find it difficult to get a woman in your home country, and you have a provider mindset, I encourage you, please come to the Philippines. come to the Philippines. There are a lot of, I know you back home now thinking about, okay, if I come to the Philippines, now you're encouraging me to come to the Philippines, that I'm going to find love. It's going to be easy for me to find love. But how do I find love, when I come to the Philippines? There are a lot of guys that are shy. I get that. If you are someone who is shy, who have difficult, who wants life to be a little bit easier, I will recommend you to do online dating before you arrive. Yes. And then I know you will now be thinking about, okay, how do I, do the online dating? What website, should I subscribe to before I come to the Philippines? That is for someone who doesn't want to come to the Philippines now, start going out soliciting for, looking for women to approach. Maybe you are not that type. You want things to be a little bit easier for you. I get it. Okay, I will recommend you to subscribe to Pina Love. Pina Love, dating app. It's a dating app that cater for foreigners. So most Filipino women are on that website. So they're on that website, looking for foreign men. So when you subscribe to that website, now you start seeing women. It's like Tinder. There is Tinder as well, but personally I will recommend Pina Love than Tinder, because on Pina Love, if you see a girl you like, you can actually write to her directly, instead of Tinder, where you're going to be swiping left, right. Only if the girl swipes right at you, when both of you match, that is the only time you can actually talk to her. Most men, get frustrated about that. They are not willing to go through all those hurdles. They want situation whereby if they see a girl they like, they can actually, write to her directly. The only place that can actually give you that kind of experience is Pina Love. I will recommend, Pina Love to anybody that wants to come to the Philippines, looking for a partner. Pina Love they are not paying me money for this shout out, but that was what I used. You understand? So I tried Tinder. Tinder was not, I was getting, I was getting a lot of, positive review, from Tinder. So someone recommended Pina Love to me. Then I tried Pina Love, then the whole thing went crazy. Man, I was matching women like crazy. I was talking to the kind of girls I want. You understand? Instead of waiting for the girls that maybe the ones that want me. Now I'm talking to the girls that I truly want. I love beautiful women. I get it. We all have our preferences, when it comes to women. Personally, I love beautiful women. I love extremely beautiful women. So I love nines and tens. For me, that is what I love. I love nines and tens. So, but this is not about me now, So if you subscribe to Pina Love, there you can actually write to the girls directly. So when you write to the girls directly, some of them might be catfish. Some of them might tell you, oh, you send money to us. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Personally, I'm going to tell you to subscribe to Pina Love 1 week before you get here. and start talking to women before you come. Instead of like, maybe you want to come in 6 months' time, then you subscribe. Now you start talking to the girl, she doesn't know when she's going to see you. Ah, personally, I'm not going to do that, because it's like it takes forever. She's not even sure if you are going to show up or not. I didn't do that. If you want to do that, definitely it's up to you. You might have success with that, but that was not what I did. So I subscribed to Inner Love, you know, started talking to a bunch of girls, I was getting a lot of reviews, positive reviews. A lot of girls was like, matching me and all that, like if you are not careful, you get addicted because this kind of attention that the girls are going to give to you, you have never gotten it before. I'm telling you, really beautiful girls, extremely beautiful girls, giving you a lot of attention as a man. This type of attention, you have never gotten it in the West before. I can guarantee that. You have never gotten this type of attention from women ever in the West. But here in the Philippines, they are going to choke you with attention. Women are going to choke you with attention here in the Philippines. So when I landed, I was talking to a bunch of girls, So when I landed, checked into my hotel, went out, I changed my mind. The girls that I was talking to before I came, I just realized that there were even more beautiful women on ground than the girls that I was talking to. Extremely more beautiful women, on ground than the girls I was talking to. I changed my mind. I had to call some of these girls. Then I apologized to them. You understand? I compensated them for the attention, for the time, they have given me, for the promises, you understand, that I was going to show up, maybe we go out, on a date. I apologized for all that, I saw extremely beautiful women on the ground. Then I'm not a shy person. If I see a girl I really really like, I normally walk up to her and approach. You know, I'm African. It's easy for us. We are brought up that way. So that was how I did mine.